Scaringe, the CEO and founder of Rivian, has gotten a lot of support from the EV community in the past. After graduating from MIT with a PhD in mechanical engineering, RJ worked on Rivian for 10 years before releasing his electric vehicle to the public. While Elon Musk enjoys competition, he certainly doesn't support IP theft, which is where Rivian comes into play. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact details of Rivian's illegal plan to take on Tesla and how the automaker was caught red-handed. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content like this, and let's get right into it. In order to steal Tesla's trade secrets, Rivian attempted to lure in Tesla's employees with money and get those employees to obtain information. So far, Tesla has caught 4 former employees stealing Tesla's private engineering information. These employees are Tammy Pascal, a former senior manager at Tesla for leadership recruiting, Kim Wong, a former field recruiter at Tesla, Jessica Siren, a former environmental health and safety manager at Tesla, and Carrington Bradley, a former manager of Tesla's supercharging network. Now, before we assume those employees are guilty, let's actually take a look at the evidence and decide for ourselves. In the lawsuit filed by Tesla stated that Tesla investigators discovered the misappropriation and interviewed Pascal by phone on July 6, 2020. Pascal falsely denied taking any documents from Tesla. When pressed, she continued her denial, claiming to only have taken personal documents. Only after investigators confronted her with specific documents she had taken, Pascal finally confessed to taking the confidential and proprietary documents. Essentially, what this means is that before Tammy Pascal, a previous senior manager at Tesla for leadership recruiting, left to join Rivian, she downloaded private documents about mass recruiting for production and sales, along with important pay scale documents to her personal laptop. These documents include candidate lists, Tesla recruiting organizational charts, information about Tesla recruiters, companies from which Tesla sources candidates, and additional Tesla forms and templates. Now, the story for how Pascal got exposed stealing Tesla's information is quite hilarious. When asked to work with one of the Tesla investigators to delete Tesla documents from her personal cloud storage, Pascal declined, claiming she didn't have access to a computer at her residence. In fact, as Tesla later learned, Pascal still had possession of her Tesla laptop, and her husband is an IT professional. So after Pascal joined Rivian, she kept her Tesla laptop so that her husband could help her steal Tesla's documents. Just by keeping Tesla's laptop, Pascal already made the case extremely suspicious. After a back and forth, Pascal shared the screen of her phone and claimed she had already deleted the documents. Throughout this process, however, Pascal stopped screen sharing several times, preventing Tesla investigators from seeing what she was doing. When she did, numerous files were briefly visible to Tesla investigators with the screen share, but Pascal abruptly ended the session and said all the remaining files were personal. That move right there was beyond careless. Pascal went on a Zoom call with Tesla investigators, kept on stopping her screen share and opening back up, and then later agreed to searching up the keyword Tesla, which revealed many of the confidential documents stolen. If you truly want to steal intellectual property, which is obviously not smart in the first place, at least be intelligent when doing it. Pascal may be confirmed to be guilty of stealing private intellectual property, but it still may seem like Pascal is taking the documents for herself rather than for Rivian. This is where a woman named Kim Wong comes into play. While Pascal isn't confirmed to be directed by Rivian, Tesla claims that they have evidence showing that a different employee was instructed by Rivian to steal intellectual property. This employee is Kim Wong, who is formerly a field recruiter at Tesla. Earlier this year, Wong was contacted by Vince Duran at Rivian, who had been her manager when he was at Tesla. Before Wong left Tesla, Duran instructed her that Rivian did not have the recruiting templates, structures, formulas, or documents that would be needed for Rivian's recruitment efforts. On July 7th, 2020, after Wong's conversation with Duran and the same day that Wong received an update on her background check by Rivian, She sent at least 16 highly confidential and trade secret recruiting documents from Tesla's network to her Gmail account, the very types of documents that Duran had instructed her that Rivian needed. Similar to the previous case, it seems quite obvious that Vince Tanner Duran purposely stole Tesla's intellectual property. After joining Rivian as a senior manager of talent acquisition, Vince told Wang to steal 16 confidential recruiting documents from Tesla, which were the exact same documents that Wang ended up stealing. These confidential documents were about Tesla's recruiting strategies, which included templates and guides to help recruit talented engineers. Some documents included highly sensitive trade secret compensation and bonus information for Tesla sales personnel for use at Rivian, including base pay rates, target bonuses, new hire equity awards, and incentive-based compensation numbers. For example, the Tesla Advisor Overview document that she took had salary rates, equity grants, bonus tiers, and fluctuations therein for various positions and performance levels. The fact that Wang stole plenty of confidential documents without expecting to be caught is so foolish. Given the information in Tesla's lawsuit, it's quite obvious that Wang is guilty of IP theft, and we'll have to see where the lawsuit settles at. Jessica Scaringe, a former environmental health and safety manager at Tesla, was caught red-handed after stealing confidential engineering documents. As an EHS manager, Scaringe shouldn't even be touching Tesla's engineering data. On March 24, 2020, Scaringe used her Tesla-issued laptop to access several confidential and proprietary documents from the EHS file share and other locations on the Tesla network. Scaringe then sent the documents to her personal Gmail account and afterwards tried to steal them from her desktop computer. These documents consisted of highly sensitive trade secret, confidential, and proprietary engineering information about manufacturing project management, control specifications for manufacturing equipment, specifications regarding manufacturing robotics, and manufacturing equipment requirements. These documents would be used rarely, if at all, by Scaringe as a manager of environmental health and safety, yet she exported them shortly after accepting her offer at Rivian. The funny thing about Jessica Scaringe is that after being pressed by Tesla investigators, Scaringe admitted to sending only one confidential document to herself and claimed no knowledge of the rest. To claim that you only stole one document and didn't steal the others even though you sent all of them to your personal Gmail is not only hilarious, but insanely dumb. On a larger scope, the case of Jessica Scaringe truly shows how desperate Rivian is to start selling its vehicles. Rivian couldn't even lure in a Tesla engineer who was working on the confidential projects that had the information it needed. Instead, Rivian had to instruct a former EHS manager to steal data from a project he never even touched or seen before. The case of Jessica Scaringe truly undermines any of the engineering feats Rivian CEO RJ Scaringe has achieved up to this point. For years, Tesla has dominated the market for electric vehicles, not just by selling superior vehicles, but also by having a wide supercharging network. On the other hand, Rivian's charging network is on a laughable scale. This is where Carrington Bradley comes into play. Carrington used to work as Tesla as a manager for its charging network before joining Rivian on March 20, 2020 as a senior manager for charging development. On March 19, 2020, the day before he left Tesla to go to Rivian, Bradley forwarded to his personal email address a list of highly curated select group of high-level Tesla employees who are experts in the development and management of charging networks. Precisely the type of team Rivian needs to deploy its own charging network. The information would allow Rivian to target for recruitment the members of that group, which is responsible for the selection, development, and management of Tesla's global supercharger network. Unlike the other cases, Carrington sent to himself a confidential document of the Tesla supercharging experts so that it would be easier for Rivian to poach Tesla employees. After obtaining this list, Carrington began recruiting these experts to Rivian. Tesla stated in its lawsuit that soon after Bradley began working for Rivian, members of this select group were recruited by Rivian. Tammy Pascal, Kim Wong, Jessica Scaringe, and Carrington Bradley are the four defendants that Tesla has caught red-handed. However, the truth is that many other Rivian employees likely got away with IP theft. Tesla stated that its continuing investigation has revealed information showing that at least 2 other employees likely took trade secret, confidential, and proprietary information about Tesla as they were leaving to go to Rivian. To top it off, about 70 Tesla employees joined Rivian directly from Tesla, with 22 of those leaving in the last 4 months. We don't know how many of these Tesla employees leaked confidential documents, as those that are remaining were likely smart enough not to leave a blatantly obvious trail of evidence like the others did. Rivian has responded to these allegations in what seems like a PR stunt. After Electric contacted Rivian about the matter, Rivian stated, "We admire Tesla for its leadership in resetting expectations of what an electric car can be. This suit's allegations are baseless and run counter to Rivian's culture, ethos, and corporate policies." Tesla has evidence backing up its allegations against Rivian, whereas Rivian just claims that the lawsuit is wrong. This comes off as incredibly suspicious, and without a doubt, I'll have to side with Tesla on the lawsuit because of the overwhelming evidence provided against Rivian. Now, the facts that Rivian has been stealing intellectual property from Tesla completely loses my respect for the automaker. Encouraging competition has always been an activity Elon Musk enjoys, but when it comes to IP theft, this is certainly taking it too far. The list of companies that have been accused of stealing Tesla's intellectual property now includes Fisker Automotive, Zoox, Xpeng Motors, and Rivian. Let me know what you think about Rivian's illegal plan to take on Tesla in the comment section below. If you're interested in reading the full lawsuit that Tesla filed against Rivian, I'll have it linked in the description below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.